honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash.
Cooking up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cooking up, I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take this across the 25 up to the 27-yard line. Cousins now to throw on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 42 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 31-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Flush to his right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Cousins. And that's complete to Sanders. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Here we go. Lock 80!
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
No spacing.
He's crashing.
On 1st down, Swift. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go.
Hey, alert. Here we go.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
Ready? Blue 30.
98. 98's the Mike. Hey, they scared.
8.
Watch 98.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Completes it to Samuel. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move. Go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, no, easy. Here we go.
Following the interception, Cousins. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards.
Come on, the ball.
Now Jones. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try and run it in with Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, 382, let's check it. Crash.
54 much.
Here's Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Maher is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger going deep for Moncrief. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Dante Moncrief. 75 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete here.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. On play action, Cousins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 31 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Check 31, check 31.
No foul.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 3, check 3.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Mike 5-5. All day, punt. 55's Mike, guys, 55.
Take both of them.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hey.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger taking a shot for Samuel. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the...
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Schuster, 70 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Middle.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Tack McKinley. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Cousins gives to Jones on the delay. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. So on the heels of the sack, they knock him backwards in the running game.
So now it's up to the offense coordinator talking directly into the helmet of his quarterback to instill a little bit of confidence here. Call the play with authority, call with confidence, and let him know this one is the winner.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. On 2nd down now, Swift. And they're able to get get this one across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
Set. Who's 30?
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Check 13. Check 13.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on third and just a yard.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Watch the safety creep.
Alert, alert. Double bump.
On third down, Swift. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Cut. Black 80.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Watch the A. Shoot.
On 2nd down, it's Logan. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness, just about got him into the end zone.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 3-yard touchdown run. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Keep playing on.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Jack 16. Middle.
Watch 98.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
230.
65.
No spacing.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Moncrief. Touchdown, Carolina. Dante Moncrief. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Carson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Here's Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Bravo!
59. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
On 3rd down, Cousins. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Room here to run. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
I'm going to school.
Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A huge play there. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph. 62 yards. On first down, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive. And then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 31-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Help out. Middle.
Watch 98.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Show that bench release and go. No spacing.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Cousins now. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Tack McKinley able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Trips.
Cousins with a give to Jones. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
Yo.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Smith. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I'm going to hit you.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The Vikings on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught inside the 15. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Panthers' 10-yard line.
I'm scared.
They'll go again to Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Begin.
Two.
Switch. Rush in.
Done.
They're going to try and run for it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oh, yeah.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line.
Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Roethlisberger now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Shift.
Snickers. 50. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown.
Slam.
General West. These two.
Motion. Right there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. Now a give right side. Swift. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that might just seal the deal here. It makes it a 2-score game with not a lot of time on the clock. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Tight end's right. Watch tight.
Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Now Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. 4th down, Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and they'll set up.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in a sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a disc. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man when it come back. I'ma give back my bad when the check hit the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a. She an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a